What's going on, my truckers? Right here in this video right here, I've had so many drivers send this video, and this is an educational purpose only video. This driver right here had a seizure. From the context that I'm getting, it states that this is the first time that this has ever happened to the driver. Now, drivers ask me, Alex, what happens? Does the man lose his CDL? If he does, how long does it take to get it back? So here's the information that you need. If anyone's been in a particular situation just like this, let me know. Are there any extra information that I'm getting wrong or not at the link? Because I want to be able to share this information with all. The FMCSA say it's about safety. So usually when something like this happens for the first time or a few times, there's a great chance that they take away your CDL. But when you're trying to get exemption and get back, well, here's some information hopefully that will help you with that.
That never gets old.
Friend, welcome to muthatruckernews. Email us at muthatruckernews@gmail.com. Hopefully you guys had a great Christmas for the ones that were at home. If you're not at home, hopefully you made a crap load of money on this load that you're delivering or dropping off or taking, and you get home to your family and you'll celebrate Christmas later. But the one I want to talk about now is I had about 30 drivers send me this video right here. And this video right here, they asked me to show it to you guys. And I want to go a little further and give you guys some information about this because it's a video and the context says, this truck driver has a seizure and he loses control and it shows on the dash cam. The thing about that is people are stating that this is the first time that something like this has ever happened. So someone wrote, Mutha Trucker, in a situation like this, does the driver lose their CDL? What happens? And I'll be honest with you, even if it's the first time that that's ever happened and there's no known reasons why it happened, it's going to take a whole circus to get you back in because, FMCSA states that they care about safety. I want to show you guys this right here and give you guys information straight from the horse's mouth. This is from the FMCSA. And if you have ever had a problem like this or had an experience like this, tell me if I get anything wrong because I'm here just to share information, right? And so right here is from the FMCSA. I'll put links down below. But the big thing about this right here is I'll share this and let you guys know what would happen in a situation where a driver has an episode for the first time and more information with that as well. So right here is something called the Federal Seizure Exemption Application. You can find it at fmcsa.gov and I'll put links down below. It says here about this document is the federal seizure exemption application used by individuals newly applying to obtain a federal seizure exemption. All requested information must be submitted to the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, FMCSA, for consideration. So this is something that happens after you've had, a episode, okay? And so you're trying to get your CDL back and get back on the road so that you can make some money. All right, it says here, dear new applicant, the Department of Transportation, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, FMCSA, allows interstate commercial motor vehicle drivers with a history of epilepsy or any other condition likely to cause of loss of consciousness or any loss of ability to control a commercial motor vehicle to apply for an exemption from federal regulation. Right? This is 49 CFR 391.41. Okay, the process to determine if such an exemption should be granted includes a thorough review of documents and information that would support your request for an exemption from this regulation. Okay, before applying for a federal seizure exemption, please review the following criteria. So we're going to get into this right here and see how long it kind of takes you, okay? Right here it states epilepsy seizure disorder diagnosis. If there is an epilepsy seizure disorder diagnosis, the applicant should be seizure-free for 8 years. All right, on and off medication. If an applicant stops taking anti-seizure medication, he or she must be seizure-free for 8 years from the date the medication was discontinued. If the individual is taking anti-seizure medications, the plan for medication should be stable for 2 years. Stable means no changes in medication dosage or frequency of medication administration. Recertification for drivers with an epilepsy diagnosis should be performed every year. All right, so you are definitely going through a lot of hoops when something like this happens. Now, here's one that's pertaining to the video. It says here, single unprovoked seizure. If there is a single unprovoked seizure, there's no known trigger for the seizure. The individual should be seizure free for 4 years on and off, on or off medication. If the individual is taking anti-seizure medications, the plan for medication should be stable for 2 years. Recertification for drivers with a single unprovoked seizure should be performed every 2 years. The single provoked seizure, there is a known reason for the seizure. The agency considers specific criteria that fall into the following two categories: low risk factors for recurrence and moderate to high risk factors for reoccurrence. Example of low risk factors for recurrence include seizures that were caused by a medication, by non-penetrating head injury with the loss of consciousness less than or equal to 30 minutes, by a brief loss of consciousness not likely to recur while driving, by metabolic disarrangement not likely to reoccur, and by alcohol or illicit drug withdrawal, right? So examples of moderate to high risk factors for a reoccurrence include seizures caused by non-penetrating head injury with loss of consciousness or amnesia greater than 30 minutes, penetrating head injury, hemorrhage associated with a stroke or trauma, infections in carnal hemorrhage, post-operative complications from brain surgery with significant brain hemorrhage, brain tumor, or stroke. Drivers who are moderate to high risk factors for reoccurrence should be seizure-free for 8 years on or off medication. To apply for a federal seizure exemption, FMCSA requests submission of the following information. So down below, we'll have all the information that you need. I want to share this information for you to know what's going on. Again, always take care of your health. I'm not pretending to be a doctor here, and this is not doctor advice, lawyer advice, or anything. This is just straight from the FMCSA to give you some information that you need. Mud Truck is comment down below, but yeah, do your best to take care of your health. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and you guys are the best.